Landarki, hello, and welcome back to yet another fabulous episode of our talk show with experts. Manato Mana expert Rahul Reddy Garu. Rahul Garu, thank you so much, Andy, for being on the show today.
Thanks for inviting me, Garu.
Thank you. Call our expert on 1-833-882-8872. The number again is 1-833-882-8872. Watch us on Yup TV, Facebook, YouTube, Sling TV, World BB TV, and Dish Network. All right, Rahul Garu, today's topic is an interesting one. PERM and I-140 filings, more than just a step towards a green card. Now, Rahul Garu, the October bulletin is out, if I'm not mistaken, and it looks like the priority dates are still stuck in 2012. Now, you mentioned that it might take them like at least maybe 50 years to get their green cards. So why does this even become a factor? Like, why should they file for their PERM and I-140 in that case?
They should still file the PERM and I-140 immediately as soon as possible, Garu. There are a lot of indirect advantages. The sidekicks are there that are really beneficial if a person gets an I-140 approval, especially if the spouse needs to work. They don't need to have a H-1B. They can work on H-4EAD. H-4EAD is only given when the I-140 is approved. There are some exceptions, but it's given only so. If the main person gets the I-140 approval, the spouse can work on I-140, H-4EAD. That's one of the great advantages. The second thing is that the life here in United States for the H-1B ends in 6 years. After 6 years, what are they going to do? What are they going to do on it? After 6 years, would they leave the country? So if they're planning to leave the country after 6 years, maybe they don't need it. But most of the people will choose to stay in this country after 6 years. And for that, they need to file the PERM and I-140 approval. Even if somebody wants to go to India after 6 years, I still request them that they should still file the PERM and I-140. The reason is that, what if they want to come back after some time? And if they want to come back, though, there is a limitation. Now, as everybody knows that after 6 years of H-1B, if you have an I-140 approval, you can get the extension of the 6 years. Everybody knows that. But there is another thing. If your I-140 is approved, you complete the 6 years, you go to India, you stay there for 10 years. And then all of a sudden you decide, no, my kid wants to come here, so I want to move with my kid here. My kid wants to come to college, or whatever the reason that it may be that you want to choose to come into the United States. Then at that point of time, if you don't have an I-140 used up the 6 years, then what you have to do is that you have to file H-1B in the lottery. You know what happened in this time, the H-1B lottery, like, it's like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people file. So your chance is only 1/5 to come back into the United States every year. And that too, if you have a job that people are willing to wait for you from March all the way to October.
Right.
So for that, if you have an I-140 approval, you want to come back from there, all you need is a H-1B without going through the lottery and to come back into the United States. So 6 years is an advantage, H-4EAD is an advantage, for you go back to India and come back is an advantage. And who knows, sky may fall down. And then you may get the green card. And then you have to be in line to get the green card. Yes, sky did fall down in 2020 in the form of COVID. And that's the reason the priority dates, which were stuck in 2009, moved all the way to January of 2015. So who knows? The sky may fall down. What if there is a change in the mind of the administration? The administration decides not to count the family members, or any different reasons, things can work out. But the three main advantages is H-4EAD, more than 6 years of H-1B. Third is when you want to come back into the United States at any point of time, you can come back without lottery system. Now, having told this, Garu, the PERM labor at one point of time, it used to take, in your time, I would say, in 2007, when the priority date became current, we have filed, when the priority date becomes current, in July, it became current for everybody. So, right, Nitya, at that time, June, July, in 2007. Right. At that time, when the priority date was out, we have 15 days to file the I-483 applications, right? So we have actually filed labor certification, PERM labor certification after the visa bulletin is out. And we already received the labor certification approval and we filed the 483 application for them.
Oh.
So within 15 days, we used to get the labor approval. That
Right.
is not true anymore. It's
Okay.
taking almost 1 year for the labor certification to be approved. 1 year
Wow.
exactly. And there is another problem with Garu. There is something called prevailing wage, though, which used to take very less time previously, though.
Mhm.
Right now, if the company has to start from the scratch, though, the prevailing wage starts from, you have to apply 8-9 months in advance for the prevailing wage. 8-9 months advance, plus the recruitment period, plus the labor certification, a minimum of 2 years to get the labor approved. And of course, I-140 they can do in premium processing, which is like 3 weeks. So minimum of 2 years is required. So please don't act on the PERM labor once you are in the 4th year or 5th year. Please act on it in the first 2-3 years only, though. I strongly recommend people otherwise. And there are some alternatives available if you are in the 4th, 5th year. And please contact a lawyer to have other advisors. Maybe you can spend outside the country. You can move to H-40. There are a lot of different options that you can choose. You can contact a lawyer. But I would recommend that if you don't want to, contact a lawyer means there's something wrong, right? I mean, you don't need to go to a lawyer. If you file the labor certification the first 3 years, you don't have to worry about it. Because, of course, you will be in a good shape at that point of time for you to get the I-140 approval. But if you are in the 4th or 5th year, not only focus on filing the green card, but have a consultation with a lawyer. What is the strategy if the I-140 doesn't get approved in the proper time?
No, Rahul Garu, if someone's filed for their PERM and I-140 and everything's approved and they say move back to India, can they still file, file for the green cards if the priority dates become current? Or do they need
only if the company wants them to get the green card while they're in India, the company can process a green card while they're in India.
Okay. Got it.
But Nitya Garu, the better advice would be at that point of time, if they have the I-140 approved and the priority date current is, if the company is willing to file the green card, why not just get a H-1B approval, fly to United States and file the 485? That would be more easier step, because it's a very tedious, lengthy step of getting the green card in India, but it's more easier filing an adjustment of status here.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Any sort of advice for people who still are not sure about this PERM and I-140 filing?
Yes.
What are some of the disadvantages they may run into,
Main disadvantage they run into is that to stick with the company for a period of 2 years. That's the main disadvantage they are looking into. They're not concerned about how much it's going to cost or anything. I don't think so anybody's concerned about it, though. Especially if the labor has to be paid by the company, so the I-140 can be paid by anybody. But they're not concerned that much about the fees and other things. What their concern is that I'll be stuck with this company for 2 years. That's the main disadvantage where people think. The other thing is that people, I am going to go back. My mom is calling me not to stay in this country. And then while they are in the 5th year, 11 months and 20 days, what do I have to do? I want to stay in this country. So that's where the problem comes in. So I recommend, even if you want to go to India also, I recommend strongly to file the green card. There's another thing. If your company is not filing the green card, time to pack up the bags and leave the company and go to another company. And if you're not getting a job, freshen up your tools, freshen up your knowledge, freshen up your marketing skills so that you can market yourself to get to a company which will file the green card application.
Okay. Yeah, I think that actually is a super valid thing, and because with the industry being the way it is right now, there's a constant need for people to stay updated on the current tools, trends, and everything in order to be able to
not just tools and those things, but they also need to be a little bit more social networking in the industry outside Indian circles, though. Correct. They may want to get into it. Don't think that the whole world is only India and IT field. Just get out of it. Try to look into the things. Speak to
You're living in the US, so sort of branch out. You're not in India anymore. And use LinkedIn very well, guys. You know, LinkedIn also has a lot of job postings and through networking and stuff like Rahul Garu said with the social media networking part. So utilize that. Thank you, Rahul Garu. Anything else you'd like to add before we take our callers, Andy?
No,
thank you, sir. Okay. All right. Time to take our first caller for today. Okay. Caller with number ending in 5404. 5404. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Can you speak up a little bit, sir?
Sure. Do I need to ask my question or?
Go ahead, sir. Please, you can ask your question.
Sure. So my name is Rajesh. I have a question. My question is, I'm currently working on a CAP exempt H1B and another employer applied from my CAP subject H1B and it got approved last week. Suppose if I want to continue working for CAP exempt H1B, what are the options I have? So,
okay, I saw your question. I saw your question posted in the YouTube. And so your plan of going to Mexico, coming back, there are two faults in the plan that you have. You want to drive and you want to come back on October 1st. Both are faulty though. What I want you to do is to actually fly to Cancun though, if you can get the visa, okay? If you can't get the visa, you can drive. But if you can get the do you have a Mexican visa in your passport?
No, I don't have Mexican visa.
Okay. Do you have the US visa in the passport? Valid.
No, I have stamped H1B visa till 2025 from my current non-profit university.
Then you don't need any visa to go to Mexico. So you can fly, go to Cancun, have a margarita, okay? Cancun.
Okay.
And have a margarita and come back. Why? Driving sometimes will not give a fruitful result. What the CBP is telling is that you're only driving to Mexico and coming back to change. It's not a meaningful entry, they say. They will allow you to come back, but they may not.
Okay.
They may not change anything at that point of time. So the better way is go to Cancun, have a margarita, and fly back. Okay, you spend there one night. That's the first thing. Second thing is that you are planning to travel to Mexico before October 1st. No. That is a bad idea. Travel on October 2nd or travel on October 1st if you want to. Why not travel on September 30th though? The reason is for you to be technically counted toward the H1B, either of the two things should happen. You must have got the passport stamped with a visa, which you are not getting it. You must have a valid I-94, okay? Yes, you have a valid I-94, but when does it become a valid I-94, I-797A, valid? When does it become valid? Your H1B kicks in on October 1st, is that right? It doesn't kick in until October 1st.
No. I think there is a small confusion. So what I'm trying to say is a new employer who is a CAP subject employer processed my H1B and it got approved. And officially it will be kicked in from October 1st, right? Now, suppose I don't want to work for that particular CAP.
I know you don't want to work. I know you, but the CAP subject H1B does not get kicked into until October 1st. So if you leave the country, technically you're not counted toward the H1B if you leave the country on September 30th. If you leave on October 1st though, then it is counted toward the H1B. If it leaves on September 30th, it may not be counted toward the H1B. So that's the reason I'm telling you not to leave on September 30th, but leave on October 1st.
Okay, and when I'm coming back, I need to present the current CAP exempt 579.
Absolutely. Then here, normally we have a theory, is that right? You speak Telugu, Rajesh?
Yeah, I'm from Telugu. Yeah, Telugu.
Yeah.
Telugu. Yes.
ఇక్కడ ఏమైందంటే పాము చచ్చిపోద్ది కట్టేరు కదా అన్నట్టు. Don't we are achieving both. Okay, because I don't want you just to move back to the CAP exempt one. I want to be counted toward the CAP subject and then come back on a CAP exempt so that later on in the next, if you have an I-140 approval, in the next 90 years, at any point of time, you can move back to the for-profit organization. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
ఇంకో క్వశ్చన్ అండి 2018లో I-140 అప్రూవ్ అయింది పాత యూనివర్సిటీ నుంచి సో అది అది ఉంటుంది కదండి, అది వాళ్ళు రీవర్క్ చేసుకోలేదు. కానీ ఇక్కడ
that is tattooed to your head, okay? No, even if they revoke, even if there is anything, you can use that to file the H4 EAD for your wife, even if you're not working for the company, even if the company withdrew the I-140. You can use that to move to company A, company B, and company C, assuming that you're being counted toward the H1B number. Company D, company F, I don't know, whatever companies that you want to. You can use it, you can go to India, come back after 10 years, and still be fine. But as long as you're counted to H1B, which I told you the time.
Okay.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Yeah.
Wish you best of luck.
Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Go ahead.
చెప్పండి సార్.
హలో. యా, ఒక్క సమ్మరీ చెప్తాను. లైక్ ఇప్పుడు October 1st తర్వాత నేను క్యాన్కూన్ కి ఫ్లై చేసి ఒక 1 night ఉండి నెక్స్ట్ రోజు వస్తే నా ప్రజెంట్ క్యాప్ సబ్జెక్ట్ H1B ఉంటుంది, ఫ్యూచర్ లో యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం రీఎంటర్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు ప్రజెంట్ యూనివర్సిటీ I-797 చేస్తే నేను కంటిన్యూ చేయొచ్చు, యూనివర్సిటీకి వర్క్ చేసుకోవచ్చు October 2nd నుంచి కదండి.
You absolutely right, sir. You nailed it. Next person.
మరి October.
Next person, sir. Let's take our next caller ready. Thank you so much for calling, sir. Okay. All right. Caller with number ending in 1648. 1648. We're ready for you now. Hello.
Hi, Nick. Hi, Nick, sir.
Hello, sir. Thank you for calling. Go ahead, sir.
Rahul garu, my priority date is 2012, Jan 25th andi in EB2. So last year in July, me and my wife, we both filed AOS when our dates are current. We both got our EADs and APs, and the dates went back, as you know. And we still continued on our H1 and H4. So what I did is, like, a few months back, I applied I-140 in EB3 just to be on the safe side, and it got approved. So as you know, like, the dates moved both in EB3 and EB2. EB2 line I missed by 3 weeks. So the plan is, on October 1st, I want to file in EB3 with 485J. So
well, right now EB3 is not current for you, is that right? EB3 is not current for you.
EB3 is current. I mean, date is 2012, Jan 25th, my priority date.
One second, I'm checking
so
it.
EB3, it is, I think, May 1st, 2012.
Okay. So you are, okay, I got the point. So your priority date, final action date is current in October of 2012. So you want to file the 485J supplement with the I-140 approved under EB3. Sounds good.
Exactly.
Keep going.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
You should. You
so
should.
October 1st, planning to file that. Yes, planning to file that one. So my wife, actually, she is planning to go to India end of October next month, and she want to come back in short trip only, just 1 week, and she want to use her advanced payroll, which we applied last year, which we got under EB2. So now my question is, when USCIS approves my case, my case is clear, like, I'm still on H1B, even if I move to EB3, that should be okay. But when they see my wife's file, will USCIS say that, since she is going to be on payroll status, which I applied in EB2 last year, will they give any problem?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Parolees, under the circumstances of adjustment of status here, like your wife, do get the green cards. That is no limit that. And there is no limit that only you, the H1B, and she, an advanced parole, cannot get the green card. There is nothing like that, absolutely. She can travel, no problem. And you don't have to wait for October 1st to file the 485J supplement. You can file the 485J supplement this week. Okay?
Oh, okay. I don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, you just can get head start by 2 weeks. Okay? Because you know how much time by the time they open the mail, put it, go to the office, and it's going to be October 1st. So if you file on October 1st, it's going to be October 20th.
Okay. I mean, I worried about this payroll status EB2, and then we are moving to EB3. I thought is maybe getting the stamps in India headquarters.
Okay, next person, please. You're repeating again.
One last question, Rahul Garu. One last question. When my case got approved when she is in India, will USCs will say anything like, the spouse needs to be here in US to approve the AOS?
No, they don't need to be here. Even if the green card is approved, she can still use the advance parole to travel into United States. They don't give any trouble for people who travel on advance parole, even though the green card is approved.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Thanks, Rahul Garu. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right. Let's take our next caller.
Nitya Garu, one other suggestion we are telling people that if the 485 application has been pending for more than 2 years, and if your final action date is current though, what we are telling them is go through the USCIS to get the green card faster. The reason is that, Nitya Garu, have we seen the priority date moving forward, backward, is that right? Right now, this gentleman his final action date is current. What if 3 months down the line, the priority date goes back and it won't come current in the next 3-4 years? So what we're telling people is that for this kind of people, what they know is that he should file the 485J supplement under EB3, wait for probably 15, 20 days or 30 days. And if it doesn't get it, he should go and sue the USCIS. And he can contact our office if anybody wants to. But the reason it's becoming very important is the dates move back, forth very frequently.
Correct.
And when your date is current, you don't get the green card, you're gone.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we are advising people.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right. Let's take our next caller, Andy. Okay. Caller with number ending in 2600. 2600. We're ready for you now. Hello.
Hello. Namaste, Rahul Garu. Namaste, Nitya Garu. How are you guys doing?
Hope, we're good, sir. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Okay. One thing is, Vinayaka Chaturthi Shubhakankshalu Andi.
Thank you, sir.
To you and Rahul Garu and everyone on the call.
Thanks, Andy.
So I have a quick question, Andy. So I have 2 questions. So first question is, I got my GCEAD and I have it's approved. It's been past 6 months, and I also have an H1B pending currently right now, renewal. Okay. So I got a job offer from a different company, and I would like to work on H1B on one company and as well as GCEAD on another company. Is it possible, and is it safe? And would it be considered as an abandonment of H1B?
Well, it's safe. It's you are not abandoning the H1B. You can always get back to H1B if you needed to, though. You can always go to Mexico, do a Margarita switch, and come back on H1B.
No, but I'll be working on H1B as well as GCEAD.
Right now, you don't have any trouble, sir. You're fine. You can extend the H1B. You're good. One company, let's say Microsoft, you're working with H1B, and ABC Consulting Company, you're using the EAD. Absolutely not a problem.
Okay, sir. And I can also, one more thing, can I also set up a company? Basically, I want to set up a physiotherapy unit with my friend's wife, and I will be employing her as part of that, and I would be doing, she would be able to run the things and everything else, but she's a doctor, and so I would be employing her on the visa. I'll be my company would be. My company would be.
Are you a physical therapist?
Not me. No.
Okay. So so you just want to do a business. You just want to do a business on the side. Okay. So if you want to do a business on the side, you can absolutely do it. Since your main job should be in the relevant field for which you are getting the green card. On the side, if you want to do Uber driving, you can do it.
Okay, sir. Definitely. And one more question. My GCEAD is expiring in October 2024, and I would like to start applying for renewal right now. Can I do that?
October 2024, we recommend to file within 6 months. We have tried some cases where we filed more than 6 months. We were getting approvals though, but recently we started getting rejections if we filed more than 6 months in advance. Now, you will not have any problem with regards to the EAD though, because under the current rules though, it's 540 days after your EAD expires, you can still continue working on the EAD. Okay, well, if you file an extension. Advance parole is where we are seeing a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I wanted to go ahead.
If you want to though, but you can file an advance parole right now and see if it gets approved, if it gets denied, and then file it again within 6 months period though. File two. If the one which you filed right now gets approval, that's fine. But if the one that you filed right now gets a denial, so what? The one that you filed within 6 months period will get approved.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. And I think 1 second. Can you give me 1 minute? I just forgot some question I wanted to ask. Oh, yeah. Is the H-1B being stamped in US right now, or like, is there any possibility of that?
Not yet. Not yet. There's a possibility for it. There is a chance for it. Most probably, we may hear something in January though, but not right now. As of September 15th, September 17th. No. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller.
Possibility for it. There is a chance for it. Most probably we may
caller number ending in 9386. 9386. We're ready for you now. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hi, sir. Thank you for calling, sir. Please go ahead with your question.
Hi. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Are you able to hear me?
We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Thanks, Andy. Yeah, Rahul garu, question Andy. One of my friend H1B visa, he got approval Andy, but H1 visa vaadu use cheyakunda expire ayipindi 2018 lo. Now you want to come to US on H1B visa. Will you go to CAP system ki veltadandi new employer?
Stamp తీసుకుంటా అండి. Stamp తీసుకుంటా 2018 లో.
తీసుకోలేదండి వాడు.
Yeah, technically if he is not stamped, he is not counted toward the H1B number, so he has to go through a lottery.
స్టాంప్ అయితే లాటరీలోకి వెళ్దండి.
స్టాంప్ అయితే లాటరీ అవసరం లేదు. స్టాంప్ కాకపోతే లాటరీ కావాలి.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు న్యూ ఎంప్లాయర్ తో వెళ్ళొచ్చండి స్టాంప్ అయ్యి ఉంటే కనుక?
స్టాంప్ అయ్యి ఉంటే న్యూ ఎంప్లాయర్ తో వితౌట్ లాటరీ పోవచ్చండి.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy.
Thanks.
Let's take our next caller. Yeah. And in the meantime, Rahul garu, a couple of quick questions, Andy. Question from Vishnu D. He says, I have received I-140 approval during 2016. Can I use company A's I-140 to move from company B to company C?
Absolutely. You can use that for company C, company D, company F, whatever you want to. I'm assuming that the I-140 is not withdrawn within 6 months after it's been approved. So they are practically good to do whatever they want to.
Got it. Thank you, sir. And another quick question. This is from Manish Parnekar. It says, my daughter is a GC holder and she moved in-state for her undergrad. What action is required, like AR11 or anything else? Please advise.
AR11 is an online application. If people change the address, they can. But here is where to tell the truth, Nitya garu, when I changed the address, I never used the AR11 when I was a green card holder. And people don't, there are some things that came out recently that USCIS is coming to arrest the people because you didn't do the AR11. Those are all fake people, actually. They are not real. It's not USCIS. I've never seen anything on AR11 where USCIS is going to come and take any action on it. Now, I'm not telling that people not file the AR11, but I did not file. Nothing happened to me. Nothing happened to anybody who didn't file the AR11. But yeah, since you asked the question for your daughter moving to a different address, just AR11, nothing need to be taken care of. I'm assuming that she is moving within the United States.
Okay, so yeah, he hasn't specified that, Andy.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 1056. 1056, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hi. Thanks, Nitya and Rahul, for the help you are doing for the community. Really
Thanks.
appreciable. I'm a citizen. I have a small question. Actually, I have a my younger sister in India, and she's having a daughter who's 22 years, who's currently studying in US in F1 visa, and my younger sister is staying in India. She holds the B1 visa for the entire family. She has one son also. So I'm planning to sponsor using 130 application for my younger sister. But since she has an age-old kid who's about 21 years, will they be covered if I apply for 130?
No. Anybody over 21 will not be covered. And anybody above 21 will not be covered. And the priority date for Indian nationals is backlogged by 18 years, though. So if you are going to apply for the green card, the elder daughter is out. The younger son most probably will be out because the priority date has to become current for the younger son to actually get the green card. So only person that you're going to benefit will be your sister, that to 18 years from now on. Now, that may increase more, but not expected to decrease. And there is another aspect that is a problem that you need to understand is that it may sometimes create problems for people entering into United States on a B2 visa. The reason is that the intention for the B2 visa is only to come temporarily in United States. Now you are telling that you and your sister are telling to the government, she wants to come here permanently, live here in United States permanently, and there is an on-contrary B2 visa she's visiting on B2. So sometimes that becomes a problem for people though. So I would recommend, if your intention is only to get benefit of the kids, they're out. I don't know how old the son is. I'm assuming that he's more than 5 years old because the elder daughter is 22. 17 years. He'll be out too. So the only benefit, if you want to benefit and probably not worry about your sister visiting, then probably that will be a good option of filing.
So basically they are checking when the 485, when my sister is allowed to file the 485, that time she should have a kid lesser than 21 years. Is that right?
You could say technically there are some exceptions available. There are some periods of time. The I-130 period will be deducted a little bit. Yeah, technically you're right. But the 17 years,
130 is detected, but
yeah, but okay. Practically though, this guy, the 17, 18-year-old kid is not going to get it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right, let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 8296, 8296. We're ready for you now. Hello. So please press *6 to unmute your line. *6 to unmute your line. Caller with number ending 8296. Hello.
Nitya. Yeah, can you hear me, Nitya?
Hi, sir. Yes, we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead with your question.
Yeah. Good evening, and Rahul Garu. So, yeah, Rahul Garu, good evening. Yeah, right.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, my name is AJ. Yeah, good evening, Andy. Yeah, I hope you are able to hear. Okay.
I can hear you.
So
AJ,
I'm on,
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on EB2 only, priority date 2013 March. Okay, I'm having my EAD. So my daughter has completed BTech and she came last month, she came on B2. And now she decided to go for master's for next fall, okay? So any chances to, what are the options she's having to once, because her visa is valid B2 till January 2024. Okay, she will go back and she's planning to, she's writing here, she decided to go for master's. She's appearing here for GRE next month and she will go back after that. And so now my question is, Parents are here, myself and my wife and family
Of
are
course.
here. Now she goes back. So what are the possible options?
So there are two
we know
options.
that
If she
F1
wants,
sponsor is
if
required.
she, if she wants to stay, if she wants to do the masters in the United States, there are two options that she has. She can convert the B2 visa into F1 visa while she is visiting in the United States. At this point of time, she can convert it. The other option is that she has to go to India. She has to apply for the F1 visa, and then she needs to come here. The problem in going to India and applying for that is that if you apply in India, you have to prove to the satisfaction of the consular officer. Once she completes the education, she is going to come back to India. The problem with that is her mother, her father, and a sibling, I guess, is staying in the United States for a long period of time. So the consular officer may feel that she is not going to return back. So the best advice would be to change the status while she is visiting in the United States right now. Okay. That would be better.
So, but because, oh, I see. But she needs to look for something immediately, go for master's.
Community college or something like that, and then change to a better university later on.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Annie. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for calling, Andy. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take our next caller. All right. Caller with number ending in 8855. 8855. We're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in
Hello.
8855. Hello, sir.
Hey, hi, sir. Thanks for joining me. So my question is, I am an H-1B and my employment got terminated. And I found a new employer and he submitted my petition on 61st day after my grace period completion. So what is my status right now? Am I legal or
Are you working
what
right
would
now? Or
be,
are you not?
my
Are you
status?
working? Are you working right now? Or are you not?
No,
working?
I'm not working, but my employer is giving me the salary, paying me the salary.
Wow. Nitya garu, you want to get your job? We all want to have that kind of job. Okay. Why don't you do the best?
And also US is made some employment verification to his consultancy, and he told that I'm rigorously searching for a job. So that's what he told when USS asked questioned regarding my job. So
you mean to say the FTNS has visited? Is that
yes,
what you're
yes.
telling?
Yes, yes.
My sincere advice for the rest of the people who are listening is don't fall into this trap of filing a H-1B, not working and getting paid, guys. We know how this not working and getting paid with this consultancy companies is. This guy already got the FTNS visit and he said he doesn't have any job right now. So which definitely is a point of contention. The USCIS may deny his change of employer. The best option would have been at the 60th day for him would be to apply for the B2 visa to stay in United States. In that, no money is involved. You can file the application online other than the filing fees, and then you can stay here for a 6 months period of time. In the interim period, you can find a job and move on. But to find a job, which according to what he says is that he does not work and he gets paid, and we all know what that is, don't fall into this trap. And you got an FTNS visit and they took a note of it, you are not in a good shape, buddy. You should consider a lawyer. Are you there?
Oh, okay. So what can I do for now, sir?
I would recommend to consult a lawyer. You may have to leave the country and come back. The reason is that you had an FTNS visit. That means that they're checking whether the job is there for you or not, and they found out there is no job. and he told the employer he doesn't have any job for you. So definitely you should consider a lawyer right now. You may have to leave the country. We'll go to the next person, Andy.
Okay. Sorry, sir. I hope things work out. Please contact the lawyer right away. Thank you for calling, Andy.
Nitya garu, I want to elaborate this because a lot of people do this mistake, Nitya garu, and this is how the things work out. So if he had a real job, Nitya garu, then what happens is that the company will pay the H-1B fees. The company will pay the salary, of course. Is right. We know that we work, we get paid. Now, in these circumstances where they go to these consultancy organizations, not all consultancy organizations are there. There are about 5% crooked consultancy organizations. These people go to those crooked consultancy organizations, they pay the money to get the H-1B, and there is another thing he said to Nitya garu where he says that he's getting paid for not working though. Now, the way it works is that, which is illegal, which is a crime, is that this guy pays the taxes.
Right.
Are you understanding, Nitya?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So this guy, so let's say, for example, he's drawing a salary of $8,000. $2,000 goes to taxes. So he's paying $2,000 per month to taxes for him to stay in the United States, which actually is an illegal crime. And he's actually losing the money for all these things. He could have resolved these things just by filing a B2 application. It costs $400, somewhere around that. And you just file the B2 application, stay in the United States for the period of time. And when you get a job, you can convert back to H-1B without going outside the country. So when there is an option that's available in $400, this guy is bleeding $2,000 per month and doing all illegal activities. So that is what I want to prevent the rest of the people who are listening to this TVASIA.
Okay. This is some serious stuff on it. Like, yeah, if it sounds too good to be true, then it is too good to be true. So please contact the lawyer right away.
We're telling, oh, I'm getting paid. I'm not working. I'm getting paid. Well, find the company, guys. If that's true, we all will work for the companies. Okay?
Right. All right. Let's take our next caller, ready? Okay. Caller with number ending in 4469. 4469. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, Nitya. Can you hear me?
Hi, sir. We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. Hello, Rahul Garu. Yeah, I have a quick question, Andy. So I'm a GC holder under 𝐒𝐕1A category, and my priority date is October 2021. And my wife is currently under adjustment of status, and 2 weeks before she attended the interview. Now, after 2 weeks, like 2 days back, the status has changed to current status pending. They have mentioned, they are putting a hold on the application since the dates are not current.
Yes.
So since the priority date has gone back to 2017, so my question is that my wife is on H1 now, on the fourth year now. Is it advisable she should stay on H1 or come back, go use the GCEAD? What is the good option, Andy, out of these?
I personally, she's a dependent of 485 application, is that right? You're the main person, is that right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I personally, when I was in her status, when I had an adjustment of status application pending as a dependent and I have an EAD, I let my non-immigration status go and I started working as an immigration lawyer on EAD. Given a chance again right now, after, I'm not going to tell my age, okay? After whatever years right now, if you got it, Nitya. Given a chance again right now, if I'm in the same position right now, I would still use the EAD myself and let my H-1B go. That's what I would do. Let my non-immigrant status go. That's what I would do. There are some pluses and minuses for both the things. The only major minus we see right now, of course there are some minor minuses, other things. The major minuses we see right now is when the advance parole is not approved on the proper timing and people want to visit outside the country though. That is becoming a little bit problem. Otherwise, everything else is going through smoothly.
Okay, yeah. So also we applied for status on March. Within like 4 months, we got the EAD. Right now, the AP is under process. We saw the update, a fingerprint is being processed. It's been 8 months right now. So yeah, the question is because she's on the 4th year of H1, because we don't want to go the, the hassle process of applying I-140, and if she has another 2 years, right? So we are in a dilemma whether to use the GCAD. So it is advisable to use the GCAD.
As I said to you, if I were her, I would use it. I were her, I used it. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, that's all. Okay.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's take our next caller, Andy. Okay, caller with number ending in 1795. 1795, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Hi, ma'am. We can hear you.
Hello.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Hi, this is Nikita. I just had a quick question. I am almost on my 6th year of H1. I mean, it will start in October 2023. So technically 24 is my final year. So I applied for the PERM last year on November 2nd, to be precise. So I'm still waiting decision. I guess, I mean, I don't know, it might come sometime soon, probably this month or next month.
They are adjudicating the cases that were filed somewhere in October 6th to October 25th at this point of time.
Yes, okay. So I just want to know my options. I don't know if I can apply for my 7th year right away.
When is
or
your 6th year?
would it be
When is your 6th year expiring right now?
It would expire in 2024 October.
When is your H1B expiring right now?
Yes, I have 2 months. Maybe I travel outside US for 2 months, so maybe I have until December 2024 is my guess.
Okay, if you have until December 2024 though, I would wait until November of 2020. You have H1B until December. No, when is your current H1B expiring?
So I moved from employer A to B. So even though the most recent I-797 says it is valid until 2025, I don't know the math, to be very honest. But
I got it. Okay. So the 6th year is expiring in November of 2024, is that right? October, November of 2024.
Yes.
And
yes, that is right.
Your I-797 says is 2025, but we can't go with that, okay? Because we can't rely on the wrong thing done. But yeah, so you're going to get a labor and I-140. You should get the I-140 approval by end of this year. So if you get an I-140 end of this year, you can file a...
I'm still waiting on my PERM.
Yes, ma'am. You said you filed the PERM in November of 2022.
Yes, yes.
They're adjudicating the cases that were filed in October of 2022. Yes. So at the most, your PERM will take about 2 months to get it adjudicated. Once the once you get the PERM approved, you can file the I-140 in premium processing. So by about January or so, you get an I-140 approval. So you are in a safe position because you have until November to file the H-1B extension. So you can stay in this country, absolutely not a problem. You're in a good shape right now. You did a very good job applying the green card in a good time. Okay?
Yeah, I hope, because I'm just worried if it goes through an audit or, the worst
even
scenario,
if it's
so that's
even if it goes through the audit though, okay, even if it goes to the audit, even if it's denied and your company files an appeal on that, you can still get 1 year extensions though. There is one thing, if you get an I-140 approval, you get a H-1B extension by 3 years. But there is another thing, if your labor certification is pending for more than 1 year, you still will be eligible for more than 6 years of H-1B, but only in increments of 1 year at a time.
Okay.
You got it?
Got it. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I didn't mean to confuse you guys, but
No problem.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for calling, Andy.
This is what I was telling Nitya Garu, is that she filed in November of 2022. Still, she didn't get the I-1 PERM approved.
That is
That's
crazy.
what, yeah.
And she's coming up on a year now then.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Caller with number ending in 0975. 0975. We're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 0975. We ready for you now? Hello? All right. Let's try another caller, Andy. We'll try and get this one later. All right, caller with number ending in 2959. 2959, we're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number 2959. Yes, hello, sir.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Rahul Garu. Thank you so much for answering all the questions. I'm right now on L1, and my I-140 is approved in May of 2023. So going by the visa bulletin, just wanted to understand what would be the options.
Right now,
for
your
the
priority date is
I-485,
2002.
yeah.
What is your priority date?
May 2023, and I've been 2 years on L1A.
I want you to apply for H1B in the next year quota, though.
Okay.
The reason is that
if we go with the H1B route,
what if the priority date doesn't become current by the time you max out on the 7th year of the L1 visa? So if you go with the H1B route, then you can extend the H1B because you have an I-140 approval. Even if you're on H1B, can you file the EB1C 485 because you're no longer on L1A? Absolutely, you can.
Got it. So, if the current employer is not going to file the H1, can I go with a different employer? And if I go with a different employer, can the EB1C still be valid?
No, EB1C will not be valid if you go with a different employer. But there are some tricks and trades, though. If you get a job with some other company, you can get the H1B, and then you don't tell the L1 company that you got the H1B, okay? So what you do is that on October 1st, you take a leave. On October 1st, you go to Mexico. We call it as Nitya Garu invented the name called Margarita switch. Is that you go to Mexico on October 1st and you come back on October 2nd and you will be blah, you'll be an L1A again. So here you have been technically counted toward the H1B number, yet you did not inform the company that you're working on, you got the H1B with the other company. So that at the 7th year though, when you get into trouble and when you have to leave the country, you can make a choice to see if you want to use the H1B. I don't know if you understood all these things, but this is a recorded session, so you may go back and visit. If not, consult with me privately. I will discuss about it. Okay?
Sure, sir. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Okay, let's take our next caller.
Nitya Garu, I just want to elaborate on what he said and how this is going to affect a lot of Indian people right now. What he's saying is that you have a limitation of 7 years on the L1A visa. So even though his company is a very nice company and did the green card application, very nice, got the I-140 approval, still the priority date is not current for him on EB1 category right now. It is not current for him. And what he is fearing is that in the next 5 years, where his limitation of the 7th year of L1 expires, he may not even file the 485 application, get an EAD by that time. Then he has to leave the country. So he's trying to plan ahead, which is a very smart guy. He's trying to plan ahead, not go all the way and cry later. He's planning to see if he can go to H1B if it is not this company. But this is a very grave situation with this October visa bulletin where things have not moved, and the priority date of the final action date for the EB1 is 2017. 2017 January, which is more than 5 years, almost 6 years.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I have no words in the other than wow.
Oh, sorry. It is 7 years, not 6 years.
7 years. Wow.
The prior date is backlogged by 7 years. So he should plan from now.
So you can have extraordinary abilities. You can be at the top of your game and still.
You can be a Nobel Prize Award winner.
Oh my God. Okay.
And you come into United States. Nobel Prize doesn't need to do any documentation. You just attach the Nobel Prize and then you just get an I-140 approval. So even if you get a Nobel Prize, no, you won't get into this country. Even if Malala would have been from India and she wants to apply for the green card in the United States, she won't get it. She has to wait for 6 years to get it. Luckily, she's from Pakistan.
I'm glad she's not from India.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Next caller with number ending in 0975. 0975. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello. Good evening. Good evening, Garu. Good evening, Rahul Garu.
Good evening, sir. We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir.
Sir, I have a couple of questions. One is I got my AOS EAD in 2020. I'm on EB3 and I have two big kids. Like one, my daughter is going to college this year and my son is in junior in the high school and both are born in India. So I've been here in US for 15 years. So what are the options for that CSPA for my daughter? And because why I'm asking, recently I started working on AOS EAD. I quit my H1.
Do you know? It's a lengthy discussion whether they are protected in the CSPA or not. Do you know if they are protected in the CSPA or you don't?
Because I recently saw a news in 2000.
Did you know? Can you confirmly tell me whether they are protected in the CSPA or not?
Yes, they are protected.
Okay.
As per my understanding.
Or did you confirm with the lawyer though?
No.
I would want you to confirm with the lawyer. Have a consultation with the lawyer, confirm it. Hey, they are protected in the CSPA. It's very, very, very important. Because whatever I'm going to tell you right now is going to completely dependent on it. So if they are protected, which I cannot assure you in this 1 minute call or 3 minutes call right now, it will take about 15, 20 minutes to say that whether they are protected or not. If they are protected under the CSPA, Child Service Protection Act, though. Now let's discuss what your questions are.
Yeah, second question is,
if they are protected if they are protected under the CSPA, I will let them use the EAD. If they are not protected under CSPA, I will not let them use the EAD. Simple.
Okay.
So they can move to different place, not living with you because they're going to college, which naturally happens if they're protected under CSPA, and they don't need to move on to F1 visa at all.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. One question. One more question I have is, like you said, like we can use both, right? AOS EAD as well as H1. Is it something like if I work for same employer, can I use both, or if I work for different employer on AOS EAD, can I still use H1?
You can still use the H1B with the current company who is checking into all the things, and you can give the EAD to second employer. Practically, you can do that.
Oh, okay. Because I have my H1 till 2026, but recently I started working on AOS EAD, so I thought I lost my H1.
When you started working on AOS EAD, what do you mean started working on AOS EAD?
I recently started working for another company on AOS EAD.
I got it. Well, your H1B is still there. You can always activate it. There are many ways to activate it. Your H1B is still there. Okay? We'll go to the next caller.
With a different employer. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller.
Yeah, I want the previous caller to evaluate whether or not the kids are protected in the CSPA Act, because it's a completely different path if they are protected in the Child Service Protection Act or not. So what it requires for the Child Protection Act is that when all four things have to be current. The date of filing, the I-140 must be approved, 485 must be filed, the child must be under 21. These are the four things that need to happen. Sometimes what happens is that the priority date is current. You file the 485, the child is under 21, but the I-140 is not approved. It's still pending. So that will actually have a negative impact. I-140 also has to be approved.
Okay. So a lot of factors to keep under consideration here before.
Right.
Got it. Okay, caller with number ending in 5117. 5117, we ready for you now? Hello?
Hi, Nikita.
Hi, sir.
Rahul.
Hi.
Hi, sir. Thank you for calling. Go ahead, sir.
My question is, so I have a green card now, but I filed the EB3 and EB2 for my whole family in last 3 years since 2020. And my case, they approved last year in October under the EB2 category, but they did not approve my family members' green card. And right now, my priority date is March 2012. And both the applications pending for my dependent with the USCIS, and both are active, EB3 and EB2. So what do we need to do right now?
You should request the USCIS to adjudicate the EB3 application. If not, sue the USCIS. Their application is pending from past 3 years and still not adjudicated. Your priority date is correct.
Correct. Yeah, so many times we call to them, we request them to.
You can try. I'm not telling you. You can try the ombudsman, congressman, expedited request, whatever you want. You can try those things. They normally 99% of the time they don't work. Take them to the court, though. Okay, if you're interested in, contact Stephen Brown in our office, not me.
Okay.
Okay.
So from your office, someone can help on this regard, correct?
Yes, that is right.
And
okay.
that is you are recommending in this scenario, correct, sir?
That is my recommendation. You could have filed you could have filed the I-130 and 485 for them. But still, the F2 is also backlogged. F2A is also backlogged right now. So because of that backlog, and since your EB3 is current right now, not EB2, I would definitely go to the court right now rather than filing the F2A application. You know what F2A application is, right?
Yeah, that's a family-based green card.
You got it. But right now, I want you to go to the court. That's easy. The priority date is current right now. We'll go to the next person.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Let's take our next caller.
Filing the F2A application.
Okay. Caller with number ending in 8413. 8413. We're ready for you now. Hello?
You got it. But right
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, sir.
Hello? Namaskaram, Nitya Bhaiya garu.
Namaskaram, sir.
Namaskaram, Rahul Reddy garu.
Namaskaram andi.
Bagunnamandi, chala thank you so much for picking my phone. నేను మా ఆవిడ మా పిల్లలు అందరు కాల్ చేస్తున్నాము H1 లాగా ఇది కూడా లాటరీలో పిక్ అవుతుందో లేదంటే సీక్వెన్షియల్ వైజ్ అర్థం కాక థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ గివింగ్ మీ ద ఆపర్చునిటీ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us, sir. Tell us, sir, how can we help you?
Come with the question now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, నాది ప్రయారిటీ డేట్ August 4, 2022 అండి. ఆ తర్వాత నాకు మా ఆవిడకి పిల్లలకి RFE వచ్చింది, మెడికల్ RFE వచ్చింది, మ్యారేజ్ RFE వచ్చింది. ఇవన్నీ సబ్మిట్ చేసి కూర్చున్నాము. ఇప్పుడు కరెంట్ స్టేటస్ ఏమో ఇమిగ్రెంట్ వీసా నెంబర్ నాట్ ఇమీడియట్లీ అవైలబుల్ అంటుంది. సో
మీరు EB1 కదా?
EB1C సార్, కరెక్ట్. EB1C.
జస్ట్ వాంట్ టు మేక్ ష్యూర్. ఓకే, చెప్పండి.
సో ఈ అక్టోబర్ లో వచ్చే వీసాస్ లో మాకేమన్నా వచ్చే అవకాశం ఉంటుందా సార్? ఎందుకంటే కూడా వచ్చింది, వరంగల్ నుంచి ఏమన్నా ఇండియాకి పోవాలంటే ప్రాబ్లం.
అక్టోబర్ వీసా బులెటిన్ ఆల్రెడీ వచ్చేసిందండి. అందులో ప్రయారిటీ డేట్ 2017 ఉంది. మీరేమో 2022 అంటున్నారు.
సార్ మరి అయితే మాకు లైన్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది సార్? ప్రాజెక్ట్ అయిపోతుంది, ఇండియాకి వెళ్ళాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఇండియాకి వెళ్తే అడ్వాన్స్ పర్వాలేమో, నాకు మా ఆవిడకి వచ్చింది కానీ పిల్లలకి ఇంకా రాలేదు. చాలా కంగారు అవుతుంది సార్.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు అవ్వ కావాలి,
ఏం చేయాలంటారు?
అవ్వ కావాలి, బువ్వ కావాలంటే రెండు దొరికేస్తారు. సో ఏదైనా ఒకటి సాక్రిఫైస్ చేయాలి మనం. సో మెయిన్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే మీరు ట్రావెల్ టు ఇండియా అన్నది సాక్రిఫైస్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. మీరు ఈఏడికి మూవ్ కావచ్చు, మీరు ఈ కంపెనీల ప్రాజెక్ట్ అయిపోతే ఇంకో కంపెనీ చూసుకోండి. యూ కెన్ మూవ్ బికాస్ యువర్ I-140 మీకు అప్రూవ్ అయిపోయి 6 months అయిపోయింది కదా?
అవునండి, అయిపోయింది.
485 ఫైల్ చేసి
అంటే మరి ఇప్పుడు ఇమీడియట్ గా కొత్త ఉద్యోగం దొరకాలంటే తెలియదు సార్, కొంచెం ఛాలెంజింగ్, 2-3 నెలలు అటు ఇటు టైం పడేటట్టు ఉన్నా. మరి ఓకే అంటారా? ఈ కంటిన్యూటీలో ఏం ప్రాబ్లం రాదు కదా, ఎందుకంటే RFP అయిపోయింది, ఇంటర్వ్యూ వేవ్ ఆఫ్ అయ్యే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయన్నారు. మళ్ళీ ఇంకో RFP పంపించే రిస్క్ ఏమన్నా ఉంటుందా, లేకపోతే జస్ట్ హాస్పిటల్ వేసుకొని జీసీ కోసం ఎదురు చూడడం ఒకటే పని అయి ఉండొచ్చా?
మనం ప్రిపేర్ కావాలండి. ఇంకో RFP కానీ ఇంకో ఇంటర్వ్యూ కానీ మనం ప్రిపేర్ అయి ఉండాలి ఎప్పుడు కూడా. ఎందుకంటే ప్రిపేర్ కాకపోతే రేపు అది వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, మనకు జాబ్ లేకుండా ఇంట్లో కూర్చున్నాం అనుకోండి, వాడు కాల్ చేస్తే మనకి గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ రిజెక్ట్ చేస్తాడు. సో దానికి మనం ఏంటంటే కంటిన్యూయేషన్ ఆఫ్ జాబ్ అనేది మనకి ఇంపార్టెంట్ రైట్ నా. సో ఇప్పుడు మీకు జాబ్ పోతుంది, ప్రాజెక్ట్ పోతుంది అని తెలిసినప్పుడు ఇప్పటి నుంచే ప్రిపేర్ కావండి. మీరు ఇప్పటి నుంచే వేరే కంపెనీ అప్లై చేసుకొని ప్రిపేర్ కావండి. ఒకవేళ గ్యాప్ కనుకుంటే మీరు ఇమిగ్రేషన్ లాయర్ తో కాంటాక్ట్ కాండి, ఎందుకంటే దేర్ ఆర్ సమ్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ అవైలబుల్. సెల్ఫ్ ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ is allowed, job offer is allowed even though you're not doing job. Those are allowed. Those are a little bit risky options though. But if you get a job lined up, that will be much better. If not, self-employment or a job offer. Those two things, I would recommend for those two things to contact a lawyer. So, మీ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అయిపోతున్నప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఇక్కడ ప్రయారిటీ డేట్ 2017 జనవరి అండి. మీదేమో 2022 అంటుండ్రు. అంటే 2018, 19, 20, 21 ఆల్మోస్ట్ 5+ years బ్యాక్లాగ్ ఉందండి ఇప్పుడు మీకు. సో మీరు
చేంజ్ చేయడం బెటర్ అంటారా సార్?
ఒకవేళ మీకు
ఇండియాకి వెళ్తే ఇంకో అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటంటే సార్, అక్కడ ఇప్పుడు EB1C లో వచ్చాం కదా, L1A లో స్టిల్ ఐ హ్యావ్ మై పోస్ట్ దేర్ సేఫ్ బ్యాక్ ఇన్ ఇండియా. దే ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు హోల్డ్ మై పోస్ట్.
అదే నేను అన్నా కదా, మీరు ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు ఈ టైంలో గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ రావాలంటే అవ్వ కావాలన్నా బువ్వ కావాలన్నా చూజ్ చేసుకోవాలి. మీరు రెండు చూజ్ చేసుకుంటానికి ఛాన్స్ లేదు మీకు. అందుకోసం ఒకవేళ మీరు కనుక ఇక్కడ గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు అక్కడ పోతే గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ వదిలేసింది, గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ రాదు, ఇది అబండన్ అయిపోద్ది.
అవును,
మీకు ఇక్కడ జాబ్ లేదు కదా, మీకు అబండన్ అయిపోద్ది. సో ఐఎమ్ డిజైన్డ్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ యూ టు స్టే ఇన్ దిస్ కంట్రీ అండ్ టు గెట్ ద గ్రీన్ కార్డ్. అది నా రోల్ అంతే. నేను US ఇమిగ్రేషన్ లాయర్. సో మీరు నా దగ్గరకు వచ్చినప్పుడు నేను I will try to push towards that you stay in the country and you get the green card. And of course that's how I'm designed, is that right? సో ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇండియా పోయి అక్కడ జాబ్ చేసుకుంటా అంటే ఇక మీ ఇష్టం. మీరు ఇక్కడ ఉండి ఇక్కడ గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ రావాలంటే మాత్రం మీరు కొన్ని సాక్రిఫైసెస్ చేయాలి. అందుకోసం నేను మొదలే చెప్పిన అవ్వ కావాలా బువ్వ కావాలా చూజ్ చేసుకోమని. సో ఇప్పుడు మీకు బెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ ఉండి గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ రావాలంటే మీకు బెస్ట్, ఇది ప్రాజెక్ట్ అయిపోతూ ఈ తుమ్మితే ఊడ్చిపోయే ముక్కు ఎన్ని రోజులు ఉంటుంది సార్? మనకు ఉండదో తెలియదు కదా.
అవునవునండి.
దానికోసం ఏం చేయాలంటే మీరు వేరే ఒక జాబ్ చూసుకొని ఇక్కడ పర్మనెంట్ జాబ్ చూసుకొని మూవ్ కావచ్చు. చాలా మంది ఏమడుగుతారంటే EB1C లో కూడా ఇట్లా జంపింగ్ AC21 తోటి ఇంకో కంపెనీకి జంప్ చేయొచ్చా? యా, అబ్సల్యూట్లీ యూ కెన్, నాట్ ఎ ప్రాబ్లం. అచ్చా, జంప్ అయిన తర్వాత మీరు ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా I-485J ఫైల్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. వాడెప్పుడైతే RFE ఇచ్చినా లేదా అంటే వాడు ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి ఇంటర్వ్యూ కాల్ చేసినప్పుడు అప్పుడు మనం 485J అప్లై చేసుకోవాలి. ఉట్టినే కూర్చుందాం, మనం ఏం చేయొద్దు. మీరు కంపెనీ జంప్ అయిపోయి కూర్చుందాం. ఓకే, అది బెటర్ ఆప్షన్ అండి ఇక్కడ ఉండాలి తెలుసుకుంటే.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ
వెరీ మచ్.
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి.
Thank you sir, thank you so much for calling అండి. All right, let's take our next caller.
గారు,
yes sir.
ఇప్పుడు when it's becoming so long for the people to get the green card, it's tough for them to decide, should they stay in the country, should they leave the country? It's a tough decision for them. It's a very, very personal decision. Yeah, go ahead.
True. And one that they have to make. You're right.
Yeah, they have to make. Yeah. I will tend to lean towards stay in the country and get the green card.
Obviously.
Of course,
Yes.
They have the other forces telling, so they will have to decide what they want to do.
Correct. Yeah. All right. Let's take our next caller. Caller with number ending in 6423. 6423. We're ready for you now, sir.
Hello, hi Rahul. This is Charan speaking.
Go ahead, sir, please.
Hey, hi. I spoke with you last month, Rahul, one-to-one. I had a session with you. Just had a follow-up questions on that. So my question is actually my 6-year H-1B max out is in November 28th of this year. So I have, based on your suggestions, I reached out to my employer, and my employer, what he told was, so in order to move to B2, stay in the country and get the, once my PERM is approved, then we can switch back to H1. That was the suggestion. But what he told was, my employer, the intention here is getting changed when you're trying to move to B2, because you are just for the sake of staying in the country and retaining your status, you're moving to B2. But we are looking for a long-term period where till you get your green card, just to move on one hurdle of this in your pathway to green card. So if you're willing to move to B2, we can do that. But we suggest going back to India if you're getting a gap of 1 or 2 months, stay there. And once meanwhile, if your PERM is getting approved, and come back on H-1B again, and then that would be a smoother process, he told. So just wanted to ask you on that.
Why are you telling them to apply for the B2?
Oh, my employer doesn't need to know that?
No, why are you telling them to apply? Why can't you apply the B2?
Oh, okay. I thought I have to go through the employer for that.
No. When you have a problem of cancer, you don't go to the lawyer like me. You go to a doctor. Okay? So here, you need to do B2 by yourself, not have them do it. The reason is that if they are doing the PERM, if they are doing the I-140, they are doing the B2 though. So they are giving a contradictory statement to the USCIS Department of Labor. And that's what is their concern. So let them do the PERM, let them do the I-140, you do the B2. And what reasons can you give in B2 for you to stay in this country? You've been in this country for almost 6 years, is that right? Or even plus. I don't know whether you're on a student visa. So
yeah, that's
normally,
right.
Normally though, when people are here in this country for more than 5.5 years, typically what they do is that they don't go to all the places in USA and visit all the places though. They will say, okay, New York, I will visit whenever I want to, whenever I'm free. So maybe you want to stay in this country before you leave the country, okay? Maybe you like to visit Las Vegas, New York, or Orlando, okay? So you can have those options. So then later on, the labor and I-140 that company applies, then they will apply for a change of status from B2 to H1. So to give all these reasons by the employer is not a good option, okay? So I will discuss with the company and say, no, I found my own lawyer. I actually want to go around the country, visit before I leave the country, and my lawyer is going to, even if you come to me, we tell people to file by themselves though. We just have them fill the application and consult us, and we have them file by themselves. We don't file the B2s for your kind of people. We just tell them, fill all the form, come to us, and then we'll take care of it. We'll just have you, review it and get that thing over. So you do the B2, let them do the labor and I-140. That would be a better option for you. If that does not work, employer still says, no, you cannot do B2. What I would suggest you, go follow the directions of the employer though. The reason I tell you to follow the direction of employer is that if we don't get this I-140 approval, your life is done in USA. And that is not in my hand and your hand, it is in the employer hand. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah, you try to convince them for B2, if not, follow their directions. The reason is that if they tell we are not going to file the I-140, you are doomed. Okay?
Right.
Thank you. Thank you, Nitya Garu.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for setting up these kind of calls.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller. Okay. Call our number ending in 0328. 0328. We're ready for you now. Hello? Call our number ending in 0328. Hello? Okay, let's try.
Yeah, Nitya.
Hello, sir?
Hello.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Nitya. Hi, Rahul Reddy garu.
Thank you for
Hi.
calling us. Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks, Rahul Reddy garu. So I watch your shows, and my I-140 got approved with Reddy Newman Law in 2019
Nice.
December.
Sounds good. Thank you.
I have few questions. So I recently changed 2 years back with full-time employment with company B. So is it going? Suppose my I-140, I'm applying again the transfer offer because my previous employer, withdrawn from the previous employer the I-140 application.
Did he withdraw it after 6 months or within 6 months?
Sorry?
Did the previous employer withdraw the I-140 after it's been approved for more than 6 months? Or when did he withdraw the I-140? When was your I-140
more than
approved?
1 year. After 1 year. After 1 year.
Oh, then you're in no hurry to get the I-140 filed by the new company. There's no hurry for you. I mean, unless you're expecting the priority date to be current.
Basically, if suppose my I'm applying for again with company B. So if it is get denied, so what happens in that scenario? Will my H-1B get extended future purpose?
Absolutely, it will be extended because you have the company A, which got approved from our law office, and it has been withdrawn after 1 year. So it will not. You can still extend the H-1B with that company, company B. Or if you want to move to company C, you can move to company C using company A's I-140 approval, and from company C to company D using company A's I-140 approval.
Okay, got it. Thanks. Yeah, for the class. Thanks, Rahul.
Thank you, sir.
So practically, I mean, the only reason why you would file the I-140 with company B is to get the green card when the priority date becomes current. But as such, it's not getting used for getting the H-1B extensions, H-4 EAD, or if you go to India and come back after 10 years, even that also you still use the company A's I-140. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 0807. Hello, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Can you speak up a little bit, please?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now, sir. Please go ahead.
Hello? Yeah. Hello, Rahul sir, Nitya ma'am. Yeah, I had recently attended my EB2 GC interview, and during the interviewer asked me for the client letters of my previous and current clients, and I didn't carry those documents during my interview. So my question is, what is the possibility for me receiving an RFE for not submitting those letters? I'm actually currently on GCAD, so it's basically for the future employment, right? So did I need to provide those client letters to the interview?
Some of these officers are going overboard in asking those questions, though. I'm not expecting any RFE for you. But if you do receive an RFE, though, please contact a lawyer. We have received a couple of those RFEs. We have given a very strong response. We practically said that you don't have any right to ask those questions right now. And then we got those green cards approved. But for those people whose priority date is current.
Yeah, mine is current.
Yeah. Then I'm not expecting... If yours is current, there is another thing that I want you to do. Even if you don't receive an RFE, though, you may want to sue the USCIS. Did you file in 2020? The 485?
Yes.
You should sue the USCIS to get the green card faster, though, because who knows, the priority date may go back.
Okay, yeah, got it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right, let's take our next caller.
Before going to the next one, Nitya Garu,
Yes,
in
sir.
these kind of things where the officers are asking questions that are not relevant, like end client letters from the beginning, where is he going to get it? His priority is 2011, 2012. So where is he going to get it? These kind of questions, though. So what we are, when we respond to the USA's response.
Sir, hi, sir. Can you hold on for a minute, sir? We'll get to you in a second.
So when we respond to the USCIS, we explain what the law is, what the adjudicator's duty is according to the field manuals, and tell them that they should not be asking the end client letters in the 485 interview like that for this guy, which has been done in 2023 while he's asking end client letters from 2012. And at the bottom, we write it strong. If you choose to deny this case is ripe for litigation and we're going to go for a court litigation. We use that language, and as of now, for these kind of RFEs, we got every approval. Sorry.
So why is it that they do it sometimes, Andy? So
they just get nasty. They go out of the board to ask the question. They just go out of the board to ask the question. They don't understand the law. They don't understand the regulations. They don't understand the 485. They don't understand the employment-based 485. Just like marriage fraud, they are thinking this is the same thing kind of thing. In marriage, to determine the marriage fraud, they go to a lot of different extents, which they have a right. But here, they don't have a knowledge. They should not be having those things. Okay.
Usually in such cases, is the officer held responsible in particular cases? Or just...
No, he's not held responsible.
Unfortunately, okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller. Sir, hi, sir. Caller with number ending in 8296. We're ready for you now.
Yeah.
Hello?
Can you hear Nitya Garu?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, my name is Prithvi. Rahul Garu, Nitya Garu. Namaste.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Namaste.
So,
go ahead, sir.
Rahul Garu, my daughter is working on OPT after completing her master's, and this time she did not get picked up the lottery. Okay. So now we decided. So now my question is, so if she marry a citizen or a green card holder, what are the options to get her GC?
For the green card holder, there is a little bit waiting period after they file an I-130 right now. But U.S. citizen, they can file the 485 application immediately. The green card holder is also very close by, though.
Oh, I see. Okay. We will. So if she is married like a citizen or suppose green card holder, she will be in a F2A family dependent kind of it.
If it is green card holder, it is F2A. If it's a U.S. citizen, there is no category for it. It's just direct.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling
Thank
us.
you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
all right.
All right. Yeah.
Let's take our next caller.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
We'll,
caller with number ending in 5404. 5404. We're ready for you now. Hello?
In a F2A family dependent.
Caller with number ending in 5404. We're ready for you now. Hello? Sir, can you please press *6 to unmute your line? Caller with number ending in 5404. All right, let's try our next caller.
We'll go to the last caller, Nitya Garu.
Yes. Okay, caller with number ending in 4318. 4318, we're ready for you now?
Yes. Hello, good evening.
Hi,
Can
sir.
you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Hello, Andy. Yeah, okay. Thank you for taking my call. I just had a couple of documents for file I-485. And the first question is pertaining to certificate.
So your voice is cutting out, sir.
Hello,
sir. There seems to be some problem with the signal. Can you just, your voice keeps going in and out. Can you just speak again? Yeah.
Are you able to?
No.
No, sir. There's the signal keeps going in and out. So we can't hear you. Like you keep cutting out.
Okay. How about now?
Yes, much
A little
better.
bit better.
Is it better now?
Yes, sir. Much
Yes.
better.
Okay. Yeah. So, I have to procure birth certificate. So we are searching. Had one was born.
Sorry, you're getting
born
cut
in
off, sir.
Kurnool.
Again, you're getting cut out. Sorry, sir.
Oh, okay. How about now? Is it any better?
It's better now. Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Okay, we'll try again. So, trying to procure my birth certificate, and so I was born in Kurnool, and but my family now resides in Hyderabad. Everyone. So I'm trying to see if I can get a birth certificate or a non-availability of birth certificate, a certificate pertaining to that. So is it necessary that we should go to Kurnool municipality to get it, or can we get it from Hyderabad itself?
No, you have to get it from Kurnool. You have to get it from Kurnool municipality.
That is,
you have to get it from Kurnool, not from Hyderabad.
Yeah. Oh, got it. If able to get the non-availability certificate, is it just to certificate mandate?
I'm getting cut off, Andy. I will speak with him.
Yes.
without if you put him on hold, I will speak with him. You have to you have to get the non-availability certificate, and that too you have to go to Kurnool to get the non-availability certificate. If you get the non-availability certificate, you can get 2 affidavits from anywhere in the world. Okay, so either you have to get the birth certificate or you have to get a non-availability certificate plus 2 affidavits. 2 affidavits can be obtained anything. You have to get it from Kurnool. Okay, you can't get it from Hyderabad because your parents are staying in Hyderabad. Now, you have to send somebody or whatever you do to make an application to the Kurnool municipality. Nitya garu ma tata munde cheppinda usari that if you lose the ring in the dark, don't search in the light. ఎక్కడైతే పోయిందో అక్కడనే ఎత్తుకోమని చెప్పింది.
Okay.
ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే బర్త్ సర్టిఫికెట్ సార్ కర్నూలులో పుట్టిండు కాబట్టి కర్నూలుకే పోవాలి తప్పితే ఈ షుడ్ నాట్ బి సర్చింగ్ ఇన్ హైదరాబాద్. Non-availability also. It's not that tough to get those things. They give it easily though.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right. Sir, if you're listening to this, thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right. Okay. All right, folks, I know we keep trying to accommodate as many callers and as many questions, but unfortunately we somehow, time just flies on this show. And Rahul Garu, thank you so much, Andy, for, as always, being here and being there for our people, literally being there for our people to help them in every way possible. We really appreciate that, Andy.
Thank you.
And to all our callers and to all our live chat viewers as well, please come back next week, same place, same time. We will try to answer as many questions as possible. And like y'all did today, a lot of y'all kept calling in, which is great because then we can get any missing piece of information. So please continue to do that. We'll see you same time, same place next week. And Rahul Garu, have a great week, Andy. Thank you.
Thank you, Nitya.